everyone. Today we're touring this stunning English countryside estate newly built in 2022. This home features rooms that are designed to perfection with exquisite details and curated furnishings. And the location of this property certainly adds up to the incredible experience that this property provides. Also, the owner of this home has happened to be someone who has created some of the most iconic video games in the world. And I mean, wait till you see his incredible office. We got so much to cover today. Let's start our tour. All right, everyone, once again, welcome to this stunning property. We want to start our tour on the exterior because the way this house is situated on the hillside, how we have this gorgeous surrounding landscape, and the way this property interacts with the outdoors is so special. And it's a beautiful day here in Los Angeles. We're only minutes away from the iconic Sunset Boulevard. And on this level, we have this incredible outdoor terrace with multiple different seating and dining areas. And the focal point of this backyard or this patio is this stunning infinity edge pool facing these breathtaking zen views of the canyon. I mean, this is absolutely gorgeous.
It really is, and it's so private, especially being so close to Sunset Boulevard. We don't hear any of the noise, and it just feels like we're in our own secluded English cottage.
Couldn't agree more. And I just love this terrace, the setup here, the surrounding landscape. We're within Bel Air, and you have this really cool zen setting all for yourself. And this beautiful infinity edge pool with dark plaster. You have your Baja shelf here and your incorporated hot tub design with this glass perimeter wall. And they also have this really cool tile installed around the pool where we have the infinity edge and the zero edge. And the way this pool contrasts against this light marble terrace is stunning. It's contemporary, it's warm, it's elegant. And then you have this fantastic outdoor space with an outdoor dining area, your lounge beds, really cool outdoor seating anchored by this fire pit right in the center. And again, you get to enjoy these views. Now I'm going to come over where Cody is because on this side we have a really nice outdoor kitchen with a built-in grill. And if you follow this walkway, it takes you to a full bathroom that is dedicated to the terrace and the pool area. Now I want to bring everybody this way so we can talk about the exterior architecture of this home for a second. This is an English country style home that consists of 3 levels. And the way this property is designed really takes advantage of the sloping terrain of this property. You get so many different levels, zones, areas, spaces for you to enjoy, interact. And on top of that, I just love the overall aesthetic of this property. How we have this plastered brick on the exterior, slate roof, casement windows and doors, accordion doors, seamlessly opening up the indoors to the outdoors. And we're going to talk more about the exterior details later in the tour. Now, I want to take everybody this way, go through these accordion doors so we can continue our tour with the family room. This is a really nice intimate seating area complemented with a fireplace. I love the marble surround. This fireplace is both a wood burning and gas fireplace, which is super cool. And on top of that, you have your TV, casement windows. I love these wood paneled ceilings. They bring that additional warmth. Then we have some built-ins here with some LED lighting. Your AC diffusers are nicely blended to the millwork, and if that wasn't enough, even your speakers feature these custom cover plates. That way they blend into the overall ceiling design, which I thought was a really, really nice touch. Now behind me, you can see the kitchen of this stunning home, breakfast nook to my left. But before we cover these spaces, I actually want to talk about the specs of this gorgeous home. We have 7 bedrooms, 10 bathrooms, 9,040 square feet of interior space, built on a 0.68 acre lot, on the market for $24,995,000. And I want to give big thanks to the listing agent and Kirman for making this tour possible. And as always, you can find more information about this property in the description of this video, so make sure to check it out. Now, I want to bring everybody to this side so we can talk about this elegant breakfast nook. I love the details here. The casement windows, window treatments, the built-in seating, this gorgeous solid wood table, and these fun details and textures. Look at the leather upholstery here, this piping detail, the woodwork, the warmth of this space, the way they dress the table. This is so beautiful, and what a great way to complement your family room and the kitchen.
I completely agree. I really like the pop of color with the blue leather, and I think that is going to be a theme throughout this house. These little pops of color that bring more character into the home.
Absolutely, these little details. In fact, right behind me, we have the kitchen island, and look at the bar stools here. How they have this burgundy/brown upholstery for the chairs. They're certainly not afraid to use color in this house. And in fact, let's cover this stunning kitchen. I love the two-tone cabinetry, white shaker cabinets on the back, your marble countertop, and the backsplash. But the stone on the island is actually a different color. In fact, this is a fossilized stone, and we're gonna see this stone throughout the property as well in different spaces, but I just love how it brings contrast to the space. Then you have your massive island, and I love the millwork, the curved cornice, open shelving, and in fact, Cody, if you come over to this side, you can even see the brass insert on the floor section here. Even that is curved to carry out and unify all these details. Your pendant lights, and the island features a farm sink that we'll see later. And bringing everybody this way, you have your massive freezer and fridge space. Fridge section has the glass front. It's sub-zero. And going this way, we have the second farmhouse sink, dishwasher, thermodor gas range with the ovens down below. And I just love how timeless this marble backsplash is. It complements the kitchen so well. And to bring in an additional material and dimension to the space, they actually plastered this section, and this is where we have the vent. And looking at the vent, it's actually a little bit wider than the gas range. That way you get a really nice coverage here as you're cooking. Now, on the other side, again, we have this beautiful island, your farmhouse sink, these waterworks fixtures, and we're gonna see these fixtures with different finishes throughout the house as well. Again, it's all about tying these elements and unifying the overall palette of this home, which is really, really impressive in this property. Now, over on this side, we have the rest of the cabinets, but Cody, I actually have a little surprise for you. I don't know if you know this.
Ooh.
Little coffee bar.
We love a coffee bar.
We love a coffee bar, and even better, look how they incorporated the marble around the opening here and the shelves. That's elegance.
It really is.
That's so beautiful.
It really is, and it's also nice that they incorporated the microwave to keep the exterior cabinetry nice and clean.
Exactly, more minimalist, and you have the appliance here when you need to.
Exactly.
This is a really, really nice touch.
I like it.
Now, before we leave this space, I want to talk about the staircase here. The door in front of us opens up to the 2-car garage. The door to our right opens up to a small mudroom, and if you follow the staircase to the top floor, we have a few more rooms up there that we're going to cover later in the tour. Now, let's continue our tour. By the way, the kitchen also seamlessly opens up to the terrace that we saw earlier, and going this way, we have a pocket door that seals off this section, and welcome to the formal dining room. Now, before we continue, I want to give big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. We've always emphasized the importance of mental health on our channel. And therapy is something that I benefit from a lot. Given the life I live with so much work, stress, and managing relationships, it can all be challenging. And that's why therapy is so important, and a platform like BetterHelp can make all the difference. For those who don't know, BetterHelp is an online therapy service that makes therapy more accessible and affordable. Getting started is really easy. All you have to do is go to their website, answer a short quiz, and you'll be matched with a therapist from their extensive network in as little as few days. And the best part with BetterHelp is that you can communicate with your therapist via phone call, text message, video call. That way, therapy is never an inconvenience for you, no matter where you are in the world. And if the therapist that you match with isn't the right fit for you, you can switch to a new therapist at no cost. So whether you want to talk about your personal life, finances, business, or if you're struggling and think that you can benefit from a therapy session, please click the link in the description or go to betterhelp.com/NS to get 10% off your first month of therapy. Again, big thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video. And now let's continue our tour. I adore this space between the white plank hardwood floors, oak paneling on the walls with all these details, the ceiling design, the light fixture, and how every single surface, area, and furnishing is so thought out in this space is what really impresses me. You'll have your bay windows here bringing natural light, and I just love that it faces your motor court, and this lush landscape just brings that additional warmth. And if that wasn't enough, we have this gorgeous table in the center. Love this space.
Between like the wood walls and the bay window, it almost reminds me of a formal dining space you would see in like a New York townhouse.
That's a great point. It has that kind of elegance and weight to it.
Totally.
And this table here, look at all these brass details, was actually designed by Elle Design. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. This is a $250,000 dining setup. I know.
That's a lot.
That is a lot, but look how elegant these chairs are, the upholstery. It's a timeless design for sure. And in fact, Cody, can we get a close-up? I'm already getting so excited. Look at the dresser here. This is all leather wrapped, exquisite, and it's all about making the space count. I mean, this is not the biggest dining room we've ever seen, but the way it's designed, the light fixture, the elements, furnishings, this is a stunning room. All right, next up, we also have another pocket door here. Now we're at the foyer of this property. Again, we're doing this tour reverse. We started at the backyard, and we're gonna talk about the exterior in a second, but first, can we cover this space? They have the same fossilized stone here in a tile form, creating nice contrast between the hardwood floors. You have your plaster walls, crown molding details, front door here. And before we check out the formal living room that is on my left, I'm actually gonna bring everybody this way. You have a small mudroom here with some built-ins, and to my left, we have the powder bathroom. I'm always a big advocate when it comes to going all out and being bold with your powder rooms. And that's exactly what they have done here. But they've done it in such a creative, timeless, and tasteful way. Look at all the finishes and the details here. The wall paneling, the way they painted these panels. This is actually wax paint. So it has this really shiny, almost lacquer-like finish that I love. Again, so timeless. And that wasn't enough. Look at the mirror design here with this stained finish, giving you that character, that additional charm. And then you have your marble fabricated sink, elegant fixtures. And Cody, can we lower the camera a little bit? Look at that marble shelf, and even the drain line for the sink is chrome, matching the hardware here. You have this frosted glass design that is super cool, almost giving this room a little bit of a nautical feel. And they followed up with that nautical feel on the toilet itself with this wooden cover. And you have your separate water tank here, making this toilet a little bit more rustic. And I mean, why not?
Exactly, why not?
It's a cool design. In fact, Cody, can we get a close up? Look at the way they've bolted the hardware here that holds the tank separately from the toilet itself. And when I was looking at this wooden toilet seat, it made me question why someone would choose a wooden seat over a regular seat or a plastic seat. So I did a little research, and turns out it's more of an aesthetic choice.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you have a wooden seat like this, you need to maintain it, you need to stain it, or put the protective layer every few years. It can get damaged a little bit easier, but it certainly looks cooler. And I don't want to get into details here, but wooden toilet seats are a little bit warmer when you sit on them.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah, so it's just a really nice touch. But anyways, it's a beautiful powder room. And let's continue our tour. We have an incredible formal living room right ahead of us. I mean, please, Look at this space. It looks straight out of an Architectural Digest magazine. The way it's laid out, the furnishings, the vaulted ceilings here, the oak beams, and the paneling. I feel like I'm drooling over this house, but what an elegant space. The herringbone hardwood floors, the way this room breathes, how it opens up to the front of the home, and some of the details here. The marble coffee tables are just chef's kiss. The sofa here, I love the skirt detail. If anybody knows where this sofa is from, please let us know in the comments down below. But actually, I know this couch here. This is a vintage sofa that was designed by the late Pierre Paulin. It's actually worth $60,000, which is insane.
Wow.
And when we walked into the property this morning, Luis, our associate producer, was so excited about this couch. When we looked at the listing photos, we saw the design, this pink tone, and it turns out it's actually a really, really special piece, and it just complements this area so well. And Cody, before we go to the left, I actually want to quickly pan to this side. We got a gorgeous piano here. This room opens up to the front of the home that we're going to see in a second. But for now, I actually want to take everybody to the other side, quickly mention a couple more details. We have a gas fireplace here that is actually a TV, and look how they incorporated the same oak paneling into the headers as well. So you have this beautiful contrast against the white plaster walls. And yeah, that is your formal living room, connects to your staircase. But for now, we're gonna go to the other side so we can check out the conservatory. The furnishings here are from the 1940s, so you get this nice, elegant, rustic feel. And out of all the pieces here, my favorite is the coffee table. Cody, we need to get a close-up. I'm gonna knee down for this. Look at the texture on this coffee table, how you have this moss, basically hand-chiseled stone table here. Such a clever design and something to incorporate into your conservatory, your little seating lounge area.
It really is.
And if that wasn't enough, look at the wood plank ceilings. And they do something in this house that is really special. They use the same material in different styles, in different forms. That way they create these unique feelings and experiences in different spaces, but at the same time, it's all the same material. They do it with the wood floors, and they do it with the wood panel ceilings as well. That's why the ceiling design here is a little bit different than some of the other spaces that we toured so far. And it gets better. You'll have 3 sets of steel-cased French doors here opening up. And I want to show you the experience of opening up one of these doors, which is super cool. You have the latches up. It's like an ASMR, you know? And then, there you go. Just like that, you flow to your terrace. Tell me that this isn't special.
It's so serene seeing all the greenery in the pool outside the conservatory, and there's just so much intention within this home. They really had the goal of making an English countryside cottage, and I think they did that perfectly.
Couldn't agree more. I mean, the fact that they have a conservatory and how it just flows to the outdoors, the French doors, the rustic furniture, they really committed to it. They owned it all the way.
Totally.
All right, now let's take everybody this way. Actually, there are 2 more details here that I want to cover. This house is just packed with details. The same marble flooring that we saw on the terrace, they have it also in this space. Second, the plastered brick.
Yep.
This is something new. This is not something we see every single day. You basically have your regular brick finish, and on top of that, they apply this white plaster that gives the dimension, the texture, the character, and they brought this detail to the interior of the home in different rooms as well, which is a nice touch. But my favorite detail within the brick walls is how they did the floors.
Yep.
They've installed it vertically and they installed it horizontally here.
And I like that they did the brick inside the conservatory too, same with the floors, to make it the indoor-outdoor feel really seamless.
Exactly, it's that sunroom feel.
Yep.
All right, now let's continue. We have 2 bedrooms here, another door that opens up to the terrace. I'm gonna skip the first bedroom, but it's actually a good size. You get your corner exposure, beautiful bathroom with marble finishes. And over on this side, we have the door opening up to the second guest suite. We have the same white plank hardwood floors also in this room, your casement windows facing the canyon, bringing natural light, the bed, desk setup. I love the ceiling height here. And around the corner, we have the built-in cabinetry that serves as your closet. And of course, this room comes with a full bathroom. This is a small bathroom, but the way it's designed, the finishes, and the features here are quite impressive. Love the mosaic marble floors. Then you have your marble wainscoting, your vanity here, That's oak cabinetry with all these details, the handles, your marble countertops, waterworks fixture. There's also a really cool skylight detail with this glazed glass cover that adds up to the rustic touch. And lastly, to my right, we have the built-in tub with more glazed tiles and a marble surround. Very, very tasteful bathroom. Now, I want to take everybody back to the hallway so we can talk about more features. So the door to my right opens up to a dumbwaiter. Not a service dumbwaiter, this is a dumbwaiter for your laundry room.
That's cool.
Because we have the laundry room down below us. That way you don't have to carry your clothes, the beddings throughout the property. You can just drop it here, send it straight to the laundry room. And also, like, look how cool this contraption is. It's a mini elevator.
It really is a mini elevator. But I'm curious, why a dumbwaiter instead of just a traditional laundry chute where you open up a cabinet, toss your clothes, and they fall straight down to the laundry room?
That's actually a great question. Well, normal laundry chute, you're just dropping your clothes and that's it. Versus when you have an elevator like this, you can bring up the basket. You can also use it to, you know, send stuff to the lower level. Even though it goes into a laundry room, it's nice to have the elevator contraption rather than just like a big chute.
Good point.
Now, welcome to the staircase landing. I know the staircase is actually down below. We'll talk about it later. The mood and the vibe here, how do you not acknowledge that? This is elegance. I love the painting here, by the way. Is it really obvious that I really like this house?
I think so. And honestly, I do too. Especially with this wax paint. Super good call because it does make this ceiling look a lot taller than it is. And I think when you're in the lower level looking up, it's almost infinite too.
And I'm gonna try to cover all these details. And again, it's almost sometimes I get excited. People are like, Enes, you're selling the house a little too much. I'm not a realtor. I don't sell any of these homes. I'm simply a guy that's really enthusiastic when it comes to properties and design. And how do you not like a property like this?
Yeah,
that's all.
We're just excited.
We're just excited. All right. The hallway to my right takes you to the primary bedroom, but of course we gotta save that for a little bit later, so we're gonna come back to this space in a second. But Cudi, you know what we gotta do now? We gotta take everybody outside so we can show the front of the home to everyone. Off of the formal living room, we have this really cool reflection pool with 2 water features. The homeowners call this the pond, and I just love how it adds up to the calmness and the zenness of this property. You have beautiful landscaping on the back, and if you look closely, you will see that we have jets within the pool. So it turns out this pool can actually put a little show for you. It syncs itself to music, and these jets can basically pulse and put a little show, like the fountains at the Bellagio Hotel in Las Vegas. And why not make the entrance of your property more interesting, something a little bit different?
I like that it also connects to your family room as well, so you just have that nice, tranquil sound of water.
Absolutely. And to my right, we have the front door. I like that this section is covered, and here you can see the millwork, the plastered brick, and the stacked stone on the bottom section with the stone element here. This is a nice warm entry to this home. And now, Cudi, let's take everybody to the left so we can talk about this spacious driveway and the arrival experience. I love the cobblestone here. This driveway is really spacious. You can probably park 12 to 15 cars here very easily. And I just realized something. Look at the driveway and its color. Then think about the reflection pool and the main pool and the rest of the house. So these spaces feature more of these darker tones, and the rest of the house features more of these lighter tones. So even the way they created contrast between these 2 colors are unified throughout the property. How crazy is that? As soon as I saw the cobblestone here, I'm like, oh wow, they're using the same gray tones pretty much everywhere they can, and they create the same kind of aesthetic throughout the home, especially with this white and beige tones with the house's facade. Super cool.
It really is. It's nice that they have 2 consistent tones throughout the entire home.
Absolutely. Now, the house is right behind us. Before we go there, though, I want to quickly push everybody back so we can see the arrival experience to this home. Again, I love the landscaping here, the mature trees, the retaining walls, hedging, and to our right, we actually have a walkway that takes you all the way to the lower section of this property that we're going to see last. And before we continue, I want to mention something. This home is owned by Dave Anthony, who is the creator behind Call of Duty Black Ops and Black Ops 2 and many other iconic games, which is kind of crazy. I want to give big thanks to Dave and his wife for allowing us to tour their incredible estate and share it with all of you. And I just love that somehow we're loosely tied to some of the most iconic games in the world.
Exactly. And when we were doing research, I mean, these games total have sold over 60 million copies worldwide. So you can really tell like how important this game was.
Iconic. I mean, that's incredible.
Yeah.
And wait till you see Dave's office, which is on the top floor. He has some incredible memorabilia in that space as well. And we are beyond excited to tour this stunning English countryside estate. Now let's talk about some of the architectural details. Again, we have the plastered brick, stacked stone, steep roof lines, and they also have this slate roof design, which is super cool. Again, tying all these natural stones and elements together. Bay windows, that's where we have the formal dining room. Again, your spacious motor court, 2-car garage right in front of me, and then staircase takes you up to the top floor of this home, or you can also use the staircase by the kitchen that we saw earlier. Now, before we go up there, I want to mention something. Recently, we launched our Patreon, which we are so excited about. This was our way to get one step closer to our fans, to our viewers, and share more of what we do with the rest of the world. We've been so fortunate enough to live this life and get the opportunity to showcase some of the most exquisite assets in the world, and that allowed us to learn different industries, different type of assets, and we want to share the knowledge, these experiences with all of you, and that's why we started our Patreon. So if you want to check it out, we'll leave the links in the description. And on top of that, we're working on a couple more really exciting projects that we haven't launched yet. If you want to be informed on those projects, there's also a sign-up link in the description of this video. That way we can communicate with all of you the moment we are ready to launch these projects. Again, big thanks to all of you for supporting us, for being part of the journey that we've been on for the last 5 years. And we're beyond excited. We're working on new projects, new videos. All I can say is stay tuned. Now, let's continue our tour. I am going to take the stairs right here, and I'll meet you guys up there. So over on this side, we have a quaint little terrace, nicely hedged, super private. And in case you're wondering where it flows, we have French doors here opening up to the gym. I love that the gym has vaulted ceilings as well. White plank, hardwood floors. You have your gym equipment here, TV, mirror wall. It's a cool space. And we have a treadmill here, but even better, Cody, can we have you on this side? We have this contraption that is perfect for you to stretch your back. And I know someone who can really use this.
Yeah, I do too.
His name is Cody Booth. And probably after you, it's me. We should get one of these for our office.
I think we should.
Yeah, and it's a cool touch. Now, let's continue our tour. Around the corner, we have a full bathroom. They certainly didn't skip on money when it comes to designing these bathrooms. They've used all of their resources. Every single one of these bathrooms or these spaces feature different natural stones, marble. I love the subway look here. You have this minimalist bathroom design, glass enclosure, wainscoting, and look how elegant this vanity is with the exposed legs. And if you think about it, you can just close off this section and turn this into another bedroom as well. You don't have to use it as a gym since the entire space has it all, including this bathroom. Now, I want to go back to the hallway here so we can check out the staircase landing here. This is the staircase by the kitchen, and look at the volume here. The skylights, plaster walls. It's a cool space before you go up to the top floor. In fact, I'm gonna now go to the other side so we can check out the full bathroom here. I love the natural stone approach here. This is the same fossilized stone that we saw on the main level, and now it's in a mosaic form. And even better, they use it for the countertop. But this countertop here, or this vanity setup, has this really cool detail. Look how they poke the legs through the countertop as well.
That's pretty nice.
That wasn't good enough. Look how nice the shelving design is for this mirror. It's basically holding the mirror in place. And then you go in, you have limestone walls. You have a small window here for some natural light. Make the spaces count. I love the attention to detail and commitment to all these details, and gets better. To our right, we have the office. We talked about Dave earlier, and this is his personal office. We have so many different interesting details to cover, but what I love about this room is the way it's designed, how we have this vaulted ceiling, the dark tones, but then you have this cozy, colorful seating area. massive TV on the other side, and there's also a camera attachment here. That way you can take meetings. And let me tell you, the view behind Cody is so cool. I would love to take my meetings in this office.
100%. Now I'm gonna jump in really quick. You see those game cartridges right behind you? Do you recognize those at all?
No. They do look cool though.
Oh yeah, what do they say?
Oh wow, it says Atari.
Yeah, so I'm gonna age myself a little bit here, but I am way too young to ever have played Atari, but like my dad definitely did too, but did you?
I think I'm also way too young as well. I was born in 1990 and it says 1982 on this.
Wow.
Atari Incorporated. This is super cool.
Yeah, that's vintage at this point, but
vintage,
we're aging both of ourselves a little bit here.
There you go. I mean, there are so many different memorabilia and just cool artifacts in this room. In fact, Cody, you know what we got to do? We got to take everybody to the other side. So Dave is the person behind Call of Duty game series and many other games as well. And here's some of the signed posters here, and this is also his Wall Street Journal article. Again, he's been kind enough to let us tour his incredible home. And what a cool office. In fact, follow me this way. We have the Stormtrooper here, Darth Vader on the other side. And before I cover this section, I want to quickly showcase this bar. This is not the biggest opening here, but the portal and the waist design and the material selection here is so tasteful. Who would use brass to cover their cabinets and create a countertop out of brass and the sink and the fixture? Then you have this tinted glass backsplash, these elegant wooden shelves with brass inlays. And the bottom shelf here has this grit design that gives the lighting within that shelf a nice kind of denser feel, and it's just super cool.
It is cool. I like that it illuminates the bottles from below. So like those two in the middle are kind of glowing. That's a pretty cool touch.
It is a really nice touch. All right, now on the other side, we have some built-in cabinetry. This is super cool. Ghostbusters. I love Ghostbusters.
I think I'm aging myself again because I've never seen Ghostbusters.
It's so cool, and again, you have so many different artifacts, cool stuff. This is Dave's personal desk. Again, you have this elegant seating area right in front of you. Darth Vader statue. That's why I was saying, what a cool backdrop for your meeting. Can you imagine having a meeting like this?
And you're short compared to him too.
Oh, it's a massive statue, for sure. And we have hardwood floors here, and these hardwood floors feature a really cool design element that I want to talk about in the primary bedroom. Again, Cody, let's give it one more look. Really cool office, and gets better, we also have French doors here. Opening up to this really cool balcony. That way, straight from your office, you get to enjoy these views, look down to your terrace, and enjoy this environment here in Bel Air. Now it gets better. On that side, we have the primary bedroom suite. Let's go check it out. This bedroom suite is so cozy, so inviting. I love the palette here, the ceiling design, plaster walls, mood lighting throughout. It has an amazing feel to it, and obviously it faces these incredible views. But before I talk about the feel of the room, I actually want to talk about a very, very specific detail. Cody, can we tilt down? So the hardwood floors in this house come from the Black Forest in Germany, and they have different width of planks. And on these white planks, they've filled up the cracks here to give it a more smooth finish, and they also install these bow tie insets that are so exquisite, so beautiful. This is one of the most tasteful details I've ever seen applied to hardwood floors. So I wanted to mention that. And then when you're ready, with a push of a button, you can actually lower down the screen here because you have a projector on the other side. But my preference would be to just sit down on this chair and enjoy these views. I mean, I love the fact that your bedroom just opens up to this zen environment. You have a really nice balcony here. This would be a fantastic way to start your day.
I agree.
This is such a tasteful bedroom, and gets better. Follow me this way. We have the first walk-in closet here. I adore the millwork, the cabinetry, and the color contrast between the ceiling and the oak paneled walls. You have a nice built-in seating here, some frosted windows. That way you maintain your privacy in this room, and look how exquisite these handles are. This is all leather wrapped, which is super, super tasteful. Now follow me this way. Back to the bedroom, because there's another hallway here that takes you to the second closet, which we're going next. Obviously, the homeowners are currently occupying the property, so we want to respect their privacy and keep our tour here nice and short, but this walk-in closet is so elegant. I love the island, and I love the fact that it is leather wrapped. Your cabinetry is so minimalist. You have the LED lighting, you have natural light coming in as well. Ceiling looks super cool, and look how nice this makeup area is with the marble finish on the inside, and then you have your modern cabinetry here. Really nice walk-in closet, and going back to the hallway on the other side, we have the primary bathroom. At this point, I'm a little exhausted when it comes to covering the features and the details of this home because they do not end. I mean, look at this bathroom for a second. The marble installation here, the floors, the walls, stunning. Then you have your built-in cabinetry, but the focal point of this bathroom is this catchpole and rye nickel freestanding tub. Such an elegant piece that was imported from Kent, England, because that's where they make these tubs. Then you have your casement windows, great ceiling height, softer tones, your beautiful vanities that are actually recessed into the wall. So it's like a portal design. Big marble reveal here with the countertop, your waterworks fixtures, this unique mirror, wall sconces, beautiful bathroom. And we also have a separate water closet here with a motorized toilet. Big congrats to the architect, Oren Dothan, and the interior designer, Carson, for designing this incredible home. They've done a phenomenal job. And lastly, look at these glass doors opening up to this stunning walk-in shower that is clad with marble. The floors, the walls, the ceiling, brushed nickel fixtures. This is a beautiful space, and we still have so much more to see. What an arrival to the lower level. I know we talked about the staircase earlier, but the way it's curved, how it gracefully brings you to this landing is quite special. There are a couple details here that I would like to cover. Number one, Cody, I need to get a close-up because I know you also didn't recognize this detail. Can we get close to this handrail? You see the layers of veneer that they used?
Yeah.
Because this entire handrail, all the way to the floor above us, is one piece.
It's very cool.
So they custom designed it, and they used all these veneers, they glue it, and then they put it on a form, and that's how they get the shape. That way you can have the integrity, and I just love that they left it exposed. They've owned it. And if you look at the steps, they also have this edging detail, which is super cool. And to make the landing a little bit more special, they also have a scale model of this pirate ship. And Cody, let's get a close-up again. The details on this scale model is outrageous.
It really
is.
So
good.
It probably is 6 figures easily.
I was gonna say, these things are not cheap.
Definitely.
So now let's take everybody to the right-hand side where we have the lower level lounge, arguably one of the coolest spaces in the house. You have your seating area, pool table here, and look at some of the finishes and details. The wood-clad ceilings with all these bulky beams, marble floors, and then you have this cozy seating area, these two colorful chairs. Again, furnishings, details. They're making every room different and special. And if that wasn't enough, the entire room just opens up to a gorgeous terrace where it faces the lower grounds. And Cody, we need to show everyone the outdoors. Isn't this incredible?
And it's a massive amount of green space.
Not only that, we are so close to the iconic Sunset Boulevard, and you have all this outdoor space to yourself that is extremely, extremely private. I mean, look at the hedging here and how green this property is. I love it. I love the vibes here. I love the privacy, and it just has a zen, I guess, countryside feel to it.
It does, and the amount of events that you could have down on that green space is like just infinite. You could have weddings, parties, fundraisers,
Easy.
anything.
Anything. And we're gonna check out that space in a second, but now I wanna flow everybody back to the lounge. Now, we haven't shown what's on the other side, which is this elegant bar, and I promise we're gonna get there in a second, but first, we gotta take everybody to the movie theater. Cody, meet me on the other side and stop right here. Look how beautiful these brass doors are. The paneling, the detail, the fabrication. I am thoroughly impressed with these brass doors. And on the other side, we have the movie theater. Normally on our channel, we tend to tour movie theaters relatively quickly because when you think about it, there are not a whole lot of things to talk about. You have your seating, you have your surround sound, screen, and that's pretty much it. But that's not the case with this movie theater. We got a lot to cover here. Number one, I love the design palette. The carpet, fabric-lined walls, paneling throughout. Look at the ceiling design here with all these oak panels. And then you have your mood lighting, which accentuates the texture of the plaster ceiling here as well. And when you look at the seating, you realize that you have these custom built-in sections, and all these seats are upholstered with cashmere. So they're super, super comfortable, and gets better, they're also motorized recliners. All you have to do is tap the button here and just lay back, enjoy.
I'm a little jealous right now, not gonna lie.
Super quiet. It's been a long tour.
It has.
And there you go. And they also have these built-in sections with the stone inserts. These are so nice. I feel like a lot of our viewers are gonna take inspiration from this movie theater.
Definitely.
You know, you can obviously go for those singular movie theater seats, chairs, or you can kind of have more of this lounging setup. And I also like that they left the space relatively open. You have the second tier here. They could have easily squeezed in third or fourth tier, but I like that they left it grand. And you obviously have your surround sound, 12-foot screen behind me. Fantastic space.
It really is. And they also brought in some more of that Star Wars memorabilia.
Yes.
You know who that character is?
I want to apologize to all Star Wars fans. I don't.
I'm pretty sure that's Yoda. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments.
I think you're right.
You might get a little heat from that.
You know, it is what it is. You win some, you lose some. All right, that's it for the movie theater. Now let's go back to the lounge so we can continue our tour with the bar. But before we get there, there's also a really nice powder bathroom here, so why don't we check it out? The walls here have more of that Venetian plaster look, but they lifted matte, which is really nice. Your toilet. And can we acknowledge this marble vanity, the marble fabrication, curved corners, the fixture here. I just want to take this vanity, take it back with me to my home. I don't even need it. I just think it's stunning.
Hey, it's inspiration for the future.
Without a doubt. I mean, it's so beautiful. Look at all these exposed legs. This is beautiful. That's why I wanted to come into this powder room. Now, let's go back so we can talk about this bar. I mean, look at the bar stools here. And wait till you see the marble fabrication in this bar, your dual elevation countertops, how they use the marble as a back wall here, and these floating shelves. The cabinetry, floating shelves here with this stained mirror on the back, all of your spares. This is such a vibe, such an elegant design, your fixture, and gets better. On the other side, they have a wine cellar. I love the design of the doors here. They are a little squeaky because they have the seal on the bottom.
That's good.
That is good. And of course, it's temperature controlled.
How's it feel in there?
Fantastic. I feel like you should get in here. You're a little sweaty today.
I might right after this.
It's crazy. We're shooting this episode in October, and LA is so hot today. I'm sure you guys probably seen me sweat throughout this episode. Listen. Those are some solid doors right there.
Those are.
Elegant design. Love the thin frame. All right, follow me this way. Now, before we leave this room, I want to talk about two details. Number one, there's a photo of Dave with Sylvester Stallone here. And when I saw this, I was like, okay, that's really cool. Then I saw what's on my right-hand side, which are boxing gloves signed by Sylvester Stallone. I'm like,
and Carl Weathers.
Yes. I mean, what a cool memorabilia.
Totally.
Now, let's go back to the landing. The door to my right opens up to a really spacious laundry room with 2 washers, 2 dryers, built-in cabinetry, and a sink. And then going this way, the hallway takes us to 2 more guest suites. Now to my right, we have another bathroom with the same marble vanity, mosaic floors, glazed tiles, great space. And then to my right, we have one of the guest suites, which is currently furnished as kids' room. And this is super, super cute.
It really is.
You have the king size bed down below, and you have a bunk bed design above. This gets me excited to have a family in the future.
Totally.
Like seeing a room like this is cozy, this is heartwarming, and then you have the French doors opening up to a really nice terrace that we were on earlier. And then going this way, we have the second guest suite. This one also features a king-size bed. French doors open up to the outdoors. We have some built-in cabinetry here, and around the corner we have a really nice bathroom designed totally differently. You have these square floor tiles that give you the feeling of like a cobblestone, especially on your feet, and then you seamlessly walk into your walk-in shower with glazed, oversized subway tiles, and then you have this beautiful vanity here with a natural stone countertop and a marble sink. Another beautiful bathroom, and now let's jump to the outdoors. If all that we just showed you is not enough, you'll also have this lower garden area, which is fantastic. It's so green and so private here, nicely hedged. And keep in mind, you're living right in the heart of the city, and you have an outdoor space like this all to yourself. They also have a very intricate security and surveillance system throughout as well, so you can keep your property nice and safe. And we have the house right behind us, 3-story countryside home, and I just love how all these levels and different spaces open up to the outdoors, so you're getting these unique experiences, really cool spaces. And getting a chance to tour this property, see all of the interior spaces, really made me think that maybe you don't need a 20, 30, 40,000 square foot mega mansion. Maybe you can come up with a layout, a design where you can pack so many of these unique experiences under an efficient layout. And that's what's so exciting and impressive about this property. Now, don't get me wrong, I do know that 9,000 square feet is a lot of space. But when you think about the roller coaster of an experience that we've been through today, seeing all these different indoor and outdoor spaces, the experiences, the amenities, I feel like this property packs a lot of punch. Now, there's only one thing left for us to do, and that is to see this property at dusk. All right, everyone, that's it for the tour. Hope you'll enjoy this episode. It's been a memorable day touring this property and exploring all of its features, amenities, and details. And for that, I want to give big thanks to the homeowners and the listing agent, Aaron Kirman, for making this tour possible. And as always, you can find more information about this stunning estate in the description of this video. Make sure to check it out. Now, lastly, if you enjoyed our tour, give us a like, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.